The SmackDown main event consisted of the best in the world, CM Punk, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, and the man that likes to wear women's clothing, Seth freaking Rollins. And to no surprise, the rating naturally went up. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. The SmackDown rating is up. Roman Reigns, the big dog, decided to come out of his kennel for a change. We never get to see him. He turns up once every 6 months. And I'm just sick of people, even on Raw there. Raw last night, I thought the closing segment was pretty good. And we'll talk about the SmackDown rating in a minute. But I thought it was a good promo for Seth Rollins. Normally don't like the guy, but I actually enjoyed what he did. He basically told the facts, told Paul Heyman that none of these two guys actually give a shit about you. They don't care about you, etc. And it was a good promo. Obviously, Heyman was there. Punk came out. He got involved. Yeah, all I seen was comments after Raw was over, people posting Roman Reigns and going, this guy is single-handedly saving Mania 41. How? By sitting at home? But by sitting in the house doing fuck all? Well, why is Roman Reigns? Because he's allowing the wise man, Paul Heyman, to appear on TV? That somehow means Roman Reigns is saving Mania? Honestly, most overrated wrestler of all time, and I put him higher above Cody Rhodes because I don't think Cody Rhodes is that rated, to be honest. But listen, nobody talks about Cody Rhodes being the best of all time. Nobody considers Cody Rhodes to be on a Mount Rushmore. A lot of people consider this guy to be in the top 4 of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and for me, that's an absolute joke. Guy wouldn't make top 40. Guy probably wouldn't even make top 400. At least he wouldn't make my top 400.
If you nowhere near mine either, I was about to say something. Aye, Cena and The Rock, right? They've got the excuse of Hollywood. Especially Cena. He's in Morocco filming that wee shitey Skeletrix movie, whatever it is. Right? What's Roman Reigns' excuse? I don't know if folks know this because it doesn't feel like it. We are, what, like 10 days away for WrestleMania? Something like that? 11 days? Where is Roman Reigns? This is like the second last Raw. And, you know what I mean? Like, where was he last night? Nowhere to be fucking seen.
Yeah, what is the excuse, honestly, for Roman Reigns to not be there? And see CM Punk, let's say Seth Rollins didn't have his hands all over Paul Heyman last night. He had nothing to do. Punk wouldn't have been on the show. How can this be the main event? How can we be less than 2 weeks away from Mania and your top guys are either not even there or they're there but they have nothing to do? Do you not remember when the top guys always used to be the main focus of the show?
Yep.
Yeah. See, going in to Mania 19, we recently just watched it. See, on the SmackDown side of things, it was all about Lesnar. It was all about Angle. See, on Raw, it was all about Austin and Rock. It was all about Booker and Triple H. It was all about Jericho and Michaels. See, and you know what? We'll give Michaels the bet. We'll just say Michaels wasn't there every single week. I don't know if it's because he was still getting embedded into a full-time schedule, but everybody else was.
Yep.
Why are these three never there, really, apart from this SmackDown right here that we're going to talk about, Friday, April 4th. It did a 1.578 million, which was up 17% from last week's 1.35 million. So it is up 228,000 viewers, which is a decent increase, but let's be honest, last week's numbers were so low to begin with that it had to go up.
Hot rating tonight, guys. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Yeah, they had to go up. I mean, I can't remember what was on the show last week. Like 10 days ago. Can you remember what was on the show 10 days ago? I remember Cody Rhodes was out there with Randy Orton. And I want to just point out something about that.
Was it not the Street Profits winning the belts?
It was. I'm not Barcelona. Where the fuck was it, actually? Was it London? I think it might have been London.
I can't remember. Either way, it was shit.
Oh, it was London. No, but see Cody Rhodes, right? See the top 5 most viewed clips for WWE across the month of March. The only clips that Cody Rhodes is in there with is with John Cena. He's done plenty of stuff without John. He's cut shite promos on SmackDown with fucking Randy Orton and co.
Here's the difference, right? See, Cody Rhodes is obviously going to benefit for being in the feud with Cena in the same segments as Cena. But see if Cena was in separate segments without Cody Rhodes, Cena would still be at the top. Cena would still be drawn.
No, yeah, if Cena was in there with Gargano, right, would it naturally draw less because it's not for the championship? Of course it would.
And would it naturally draw less because it's Johnny fucking Gargano?
Exactly. So people need to accept that. But back to this.
Hot crowd tonight, guys.
Back to this triple threat. I ran on it earlier, right? It makes no sense. It's three guys fighting over an old man. And what's Seth Rollins' beef? Yeah, we can look and hint at, oh, maybe he'll go. Do you not agree though, right? Seth Rollins' entire gimmick was stopping Punk from main eventing. So when that fat fuck of a walrus signed the contract and gave Punk a main event, well, shouldn't Rollins have just pulled it? What's the fuck? You can argue, oh, but he doesn't want Punk to win it, but there's no stipulation. That's not a stipulation. There's no title on the line. It's some fat guy.
I mean, I guess without Seth Rollins, it's just Punk versus Reigns.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, no, I think that is the match, and Rollins is kind of just in there. I don't know. It doesn't.
People compare it to a McMahon in every corner.
But well, I mean
that was good.
You know what?
Title on the
line. Know what it is? It should be Punk versus Roman Reigns for the belt, but there were too much of pussies to get the belt off Gunther. Oh, we can't have Gunther drop the belt. Of course, look, Gunther could have lost it at the Rumble. Gunther could have lost it at Elimination Chamber, but because Triple H is hell bent on having every title reign last 10 years, it meant that he doesn't think he can do big title changes unless it's at the big pay per view. No, but they could have got the belt on Roman Reigns, or they could have got the belt on CM Punk. One of them could have had the belt, and this could have been a title match.
You know what the correct thing would have been to do, right? The Rumble can happen the way it did, but see the way the Chamber happened? That can happen the way it did. But Reigns beats Gunther at the Rumble. Oh, no, he was in the Rumble match. Reigns beats Gunther at the Chamber. Punk gets screwed at the Chamber by Rollins and whoever the fuck, and Cena. And then next night on Raw, he cashes in his favour to get a title match against Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman, and then Seth Rollins can be in there. You're right. It's that big nosed jabroni Triple H, right? You're right. It's simply, we Gunther, the nipples. They haven't held the belt. The nipples. They haven't held it for long enough. Oh, we're too afraid to take the belt off them because people will judge it as a shit reign. It's a fucking shit reign anyway, as we've pointed out, right? No, that absolute fucking loser JD for New York's having a go at AEW, right? Because the AEW championship hasn't been seen since October. Well, let me tell you something, you fucking loser. Gunther hasn't defended the WWE champion or the WWE World Heavyweight title since August on a pay-per-view. What's worse? See, realistically, right? I totally agree. The championship should be on AEW television, but you know what? John Moxley has actually defended the belt on pay-per-views and free TV. What's that prick Gunther then?
Moxley's had more title defences.
Predictable Saturday night main events.
I think he's had more title defences than Gunther and Rhodes combined.
Yeah.
So
and I see John Moxley. He should be nowhere near that. That belt needs ripped off him, like the booking fucking paper for Triple H. But see these people that are just fanboys for either company and. It's pathetic actually seeing how logic goes out the window.
Imagine a forbidden door with WWE and AEW and Tony Khan and Triple H had to co-book the show.
No, but how can you sit there and pretend, right, that AEW's doing such a bad job with the world champion because the belt hasn't been seen since October, but like Gunther and Cody have barely had any defences since like August, especially Gunther. See to not defend the belt since August, that's unforgivable. It's April.
Cody Rhodes has had, I believe, 8 title defences. Or is it 7?
And it recently just hit a year on the dot.
He's either had 7 or 8.
Do you not remember though, right? We were sitting back in August debating when Gunther's going to lose the belt. We were like, right, Punk and Drew are going to have that Hell in a Cell match. And then me and you said, I think it was in a fid, it might have been off a fid, who cares? No, remember we said, well, I think it was it in Chicago? I don't know. But Punk should have beat Gunther for the belt at Survivor Series. Remember we said this?
Aye.
Because Gunther's reigns fucking sucked.
No, but let's not...
He's always like 9th.
Yeah, but here's the deal, right? You can have a title match on Raw and have the belt change. It doesn't need to be a pay-per-view.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't need to be a big pay-per-view. You could have had... Any way you slice it, you could have had Reigns win it on Raw. I mean, you'd have to show up first. Or you could have had Punk win it. There's no excuse for Gunther Jey Uso being for the title at WrestleMania. No excuse whatsoever. It's been
set in stone since February. I mean that's unacceptable. And see another thing. See with Roman Reigns, they have made him part time. See with Brock, He made himself part
Yeah,
time.
he earned
See
it.
Triple H, Taker, guys like that, going into the 2010s when they wanted to slow down, work fewer dates.
They
made
deserve it.
Yeah, also McMahon obviously has to agree. See Roman Reigns, Triple H has literally made this guy part time. Why would you do that?
Honestly, not a clue. But let's look at Cody Rhodes's. We'll quickly go through Cody Rhodes's title reigns here before we get into the clips from SmackDown. So, our title defenses. So he won it obviously at Mania on the 7th of April. Congratulations to him. Since then, he's had 8 title defenses. He is. When was the last time he defended? I mean, look at the names. Just AJ Styles, Logan Paul, AJ Styles, Solo Sikoa, Kevin Owens, Solo Sikoa, Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens. You are talking mid card city. There's no big title defenses in there. Where's your Roman Reigns? Where's your John Cena's? Where's your CM Punks? They're not there because they believe that the only way those matches can happen now is at Mania. See, when wrestling was good, you got fucking big matches all the time.
It's damaging.
Look at Goldberg and Triple H. They were facing each other for the belt, fucking for like 4 pay-per-views in a row.
Yep. Kane was in there as well. It was great stuff.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H. Look how many matches they had over like a 2-year period.
They've lost the magic of how to book a big match. The only way of booking a big match is only having it at the Mania.
Right. Cody Rhodes defeated AJ Styles in Glasgow. And I remember watching that. I was walking home from work. I was watching that on the phone. I wouldn't admit to that. I was on 5% battery. And I thought, oh Christ, I need to get into this and see the end of this match before my phone dies. So I remember that, right? In the Hydro in Glasgow. That was on the 15th of June. See, since then, Cody Rhodes has only defended the title since the 15th of June, which is what?
10 months ago.
10 months ago, against Solo Sikoa and Kevin Owens. So in 10 months, the only people that have competed, and he's only had 5 defences in that 10 months, and it's been against either Solo Sikoa or Kevin Owens. That, to me, is nothing short of fucking bogging. And no one's going to tell me otherwise.
No, you're right. And let's just put it in perspective. So from June to August, I mean, it's just look at the gaps. I mean, you're looking at like 6 weeks, right? Then you're looking at to the Owens match, Bash in Berlin. It was a month, and then so within about 5 weeks, he had 3 defenses, and that's the way I think it should be. But then after Bash in Berlin, right, you've got that match against Owens. Then you got
it was 3 months between Solo Sikoa and Owens.
Yeah, which is, 3 months. No, 3 months.
Yeah, so from that and the only reason he defended the belt on SmackDown because it was a debut on USA.
Yep.
See if SmackDown did not move networks, Cody Rhodes would have not have defended the title against anyone not called Kevin Owens since the 31st of August. The only reason he had that match against Solo Sikoa is because it was the SmackDown debut on Fox.
Cody or Gunther didn't defend
USA.
the Survivor Series, didn't they? I know Gunther didn't, so Cody didn't. What the fuck are we doing here? How is this acceptable?
To me, that is shock. Look at the names. See if it was 8 title defenses, right, and he was defeating the cream of the crop.
Yo, no, it's funny, right? It's not like these 2 guys were in a War Games or traditional Survivor Series match. They were doing fuck all. They weren't even on the fucking show.
Survivor Series.
No, but it's like, I think like 2003, Angle was in the 5-on-5. I think he was champ at the time, and obviously you Goldberg, Triple H. Or like 2004.
Triple H was in the Survivor Series match, and he was feuding with Orton. That fucking made sense for the belt not to be on the line.
Yep.
What didn't make any sense for Cody Rhodes. But no, that's Triple H thinking, oh no, we're giving you a big War Games match with the Bloodlines. That's good enough. You don't need a world title match.
No, you do.
Honestly, how fucking bogging is this shite where Triple H thinks he can give you one decent match, a premium live event, and that's good enough?
No, but that'd be like King of the Ring 98. Nah, we don't need to give you Kane, Austin, First Blood, because we gave you Taker, Foley. What?
No, but what do you think of that? Seriously,
it's disgusting. I'm sick of talking about it, to be honest.
No, but I mean, come on. In 10 months, he's only defended the belt against either Solo Sikoa or Kevin Owens.
My biggest problem is the 3-month gap between September and December. And then, since that December defence, you've had 1 match against Owens, which was a ladder match. And that actually
And it's going to be about another. It's almost not going to be far off. 3 months by the time he defends at Mania.
You know what actually pisses me off a wee bit more as well? Kevin Owens is working with fucked neck, and it's like, so hold on. You forced Kevin Owens into 2 matches that we didn't want to see because he's already fought him like months before that. You injure Kevin Owens when there's like a million other people on the roster that are fucking you would rather see take him on. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely brain dead. What is going on here? I just don't get what's happened to wrestling. Gunther, what we were talking about, Gunther and Jey Uso are 2 fucking jobbers. The main event of night 1 should have that title with those 3. That's it. That's the only. That is it.
Well, no. What about the quality though of the opposition? Why is there no big title defences in there?
I don't know. You fucking tell me.
Where's Roman Reigns? Where's CM Punk?
No, why is Roman Reigns not wanting a rematch? Not once in the past year has he come out and even fucking addressed this.
Well, I can tell you why. Because the reason is Triple H only deems Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns to be a Mania match, or at the very least a SummerSlam match.
What is it then? That's the problem. Wait, do we seriously have to wait till August so we can get a sniff yet?
I'd say that's exactly the reason. Because Triple H will say, "Oh, Reigns, Cody Rhodes, that's too good to be Elimination Chamber, that's too good to be Backlash, or that's too good to be whatever shitey Bash in Berlin." If Roman Reigns is going to face Cody Rhodes for the belt, it either has to be at Mania or at the very least SummerSlam.
I hate him.
And that will be the logic there. But that's the 4 people. So Cody Rhodes in the span of a year from Mania to Mania he's had the belt for a year and only defended the belt against 4 different people. Kevin Owens, Solo Sikoa, AJ, Logan Paul. You've got Logan Paul, a celebrity, part-time wrestler. AJ Styles, mid-carder for the last 5 years. Kevin Owens has never been anything but a mid-carder. And Solo Sikoa, nobody was buying him as the new tribal chief or the guy that was going to win the belt.
The NTC.
Here. Not one of. I mean, you have had 8 title matches, and can you genuinely say you felt like the title was going to change? The only time I felt like the title could possibly change hands would have been at SummerSlam.
Because Reigns would have cost Cody.
Yeah, because there was rumours of Reigns coming back, and I thought, right, well, that might be the only thing.
And also, why is he taking like 6 months off?
Because he's Roman Reigns. No, but like, I mean, I think that's embarrassing. I look at that and I go, holy fuck, that is awful.
No, but is it no mad that Roman Reigns is like taking the same amount of time off as what Cody's actually taking in between title defences? People say you fucking want about WCW. I would rather 400 title changes a year than what Cody's doing, holding it for 3 months and doing nada.
Yeah, no, it's garbage.
No, it fucking is garbage, honestly, and then haven't even got into Gunther. I don't even want to talk about Gunther, to be brutally honest, because the guy's fucking absolute pish, but Cody Rhodes, like I pointed out when he came out a couple of months ago, I'm tired. I'm working too much. Are you? You had 3 months for a title defence.
Damn near greeting he was.
And how much of a deal did they make of it in the past? But here, 30 days are almost up, big man, and you've no defended. You have to defend. Well, not anymore. Been running to the ground wrestling, man. Across the board, it's disgusting. Fucking Triple H, man, this shite tact. I can't believe how bad it is.
I mean, even when you look at Gunther, it's like the same fucking shite. It's the same shite. I mean, he defended at Survivor Series, but since then he's not defended on a premium live event.
Did he?
Yeah, he defended against Damian Priest.
Holy fuck, I did not even know he did that.
I can't remember that, like...
Our whole gimmick has been Gunther hasn't defended since SummerSlam.
Well, that tells you how good it was when we can't even remember.
Jesus
so Christ. Yeah, but again, it's the same problem. First of all, he's not had that many matches, but look at... Hold on, August? That's shite, though. Only 5 title defences in that period of time. That is minging. But look at the people he's defending against. Orton, Sane... Alright, Orton's alright, fair enough. Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, Balor, Uso. Shite. Just shite.
2 title defences for both world champions combined in 2025, and it's near the midpoint of April.
And like you can't get Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at a non-Mania premium live event because they deem it too big for that. Yeah, they gave you Gunther versus Jey Uso at Saturday Night Main Event, and they're going to give you that again at Mania. So they've already gave you the Mania match 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Or, well, 2.5 months ago.
That's how good that is.
You know, what? Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. None of those guys have had a title shot during the Cody Rhodes or Gunther era. Seth Rollins, did I say him?
Yep, you did.
Drew McIntyre as well. These are the top. Think of the top guys in the company. Why are these guys content going? When did you see Austin sit around for a year or however long this Gunther reigns lasted? What, 8 months?
Yeah.
When did Austin sit around for 8 months without getting a sniffy a title shot?
No.
Yo, how many opportunities has Punk, Reigns, or Seth Rollins or McIntyre had?
No.
Outside of the traditional matches, it gives you an opportunity. So I'm not talking Royal Rumble, I'm not talking Elimination Chamber. When was the last time we seen a number one contender match with fucking legit main eventers in it?
Look at Austin 2002. A few months of being no title matches, he fucking walked it.
No, but you know, do you know what I mean? Come on, like, when was the last time we seen a number one contender match?
No, you just don't even get them anymore. It's literally just come out. And I am challenging. I am entering the Royal Rumble. I am entering the Elimination Chamber. There's just no structure to the shows.
Or the likes of Sami Zayn, they just beg for one and they get it.
Yep.
Jey Uso begged for one, he got it.
Yep.
Kevin Owens asked for a title shot, he got it. Pretty sure Souls Accord didn't earn one, he got it as well. You look at all these title shots, have just been handed out. How many of these title shots?
Tournaments, no matches, no nothing.
How many of these title shots were actually earned?
No. See, back in the day, you used to get loads of number one contendership matches fucking every month.
So yeah, I just don't... The titles just don't feel relevant, they don't feel important, and this is proof of it. Because who do you think are the top 5 guys? Take away the current world champs, who are the top 5 guys in WWE? Not your top 5 favourite, but who are the... Right, well, in terms of the upper echelons, who are the top 5 most important? Who are the top main eventers?
I'd say those 3 in night 1.
Right. I agree.
Can we include Cena?
Alright, go for it.
Probably Cena and Orton. And if you want to throw Drew in for Rollins or something, then I have no complaints.
Right, we'll keep Drew. We'll do top 6, right? Like, only Randy Orton is competed for a world title.
Yeah.
Since both of these guys have had the belts. To me, that is fucking mental.
No, it is mental.
In wrestling, the whole gimmick was you've got to be the world champion. So what's CM Punk? What's he been doing? Why is he? Why does he come out and just cut shite promos? It's same with Seth Rollins. Oh, but he was feuding with Rollins and Drew. He hated them that much. He didn't care about the belt. Pish.
The Drew stuff ended in October. It's fucking April, man.
To me, there's just no fucking excuse as to why those guys...
And also, someone commented, can't remember who it was, but it's like, Rollins, Reigns and Punk have had numerous opportunities to main event Mania. Whether it was the Rumble or the Chamber, they didn't win either, and they're getting it anyway. And Gunther and Jey Uso. Jey, who won the Rumble, by the way, is being fucking put to the mid-card of Mania.
Yeah, I think...
It just doesn't make any sense.
See the Rumble, man, they need to change that. They need to say, here, the winner of the Rumble gets a title shot at Mania.
Main event, good night.
But and you know what? See, because you no longer get the main event, and I think that we're a couple more Rumble wins away from potentially not being for a world title. I can see Rumble winners challenging for mid-card belts soon.
You're right. Royal Rumbles have just completely and utterly lost their big match feel. See, back in the day when you won a Rumble, it was like, he's getting pushed to the moon till Mania, and he's probably going to win. See, now you're right with Jey Uso. Yeet. Shite.
Here, we've seen people win the Rumble and had their spots taken off them. See, there's no excuse for Gunther, Jey Uso main eventing,
no.
Or being the title match. You could have got the belt on either Punk or Reigns. Oh, but Punk didn't win that and Reigns didn't win that, so they couldn't have a title. Of course they could. Fucking course they could. Load of pish. Anyway, speaking of pish, let's see what the clips were on SmackDown. So highest viewed clip was 2.9 million. CM Punk cashes in his favour and puts Roman Reigns to sleep. It's a decent number.
It is.
It's pretty good. Can't deny it. 2.9 million. Fair play. I'm not surprised though. Is what it is. I mean, I think that was always going to do well. Second place, we have Kevin Owens forced to bow out of WrestleMania due to neck injury. 1.3 million. Kevin Owens isn't a draw, but I think anyone that is injured and announces they're taking time off and missing Mania is going to do decently well in the ratings, no?
Yeah, it's one of those things that does kind of blur kayfabe, whatever. Obviously, it is real, but these always draw. And that's not just to bury him, they do.
Yeah, third place, Jade Cargill versus Naomi gets made for WrestleMania after All Out Chaos. 799k. 799. I tell you what, there seems to be a bit of interest.
I'd say that's probably the best story going into Mania.
Arguably, yeah. I mean, it's probably
I
fucking only story. It's not like the only story.
Should this match not be for one of the world titles?
It's not like the only story, no.
No, I know. That's my point. Should that not be for the world title?
I believe so. I mean, it could have been.
Like, why not? Like, Tiffany and Charlotte firing fucking you got divorced and you look like plastic digs. I couldn't care.
Yeah.
Is that like Kaiser in my GM?
Same people that say, oh, you couldn't put the belt on Punk or Reigns are fucking okay with Rhea Ripley being forced into a match that she didn't earn, so...
Yeah.
What sense does that
make?
Yeah,
why doesn't CM Punk just come out and be fuck it. I just want to force my wee signature onto Jey Uso and Gunther's fucking contract. I want that match. Roman Reigns, anybody that wants it. It is. Why is Rhea Ripley just getting shoehorned in? Because he likes men.
Can we not just have Jey Uso get battered and then Gunther defends the belt in a fatal 4-way against Punk, Reigns and Seth Rollins?
That gives Gunther a main event though, fuck him.
Nah, he doesn't deserve it, does
What's next for Gunther once he loses that belt? He will never win the belt again.
He probably let him hold the US belt for 2 years or some shit like that. Alright, fourth place we have Jacob Fatu wins the right to challenge LA Knight at WrestleMania. He defeated Braun Strowman, so...
What's Solo doing at Mania? He's riding solo.
He's doing hee-haw, but it looks like... Is he even on SmackDown?
Aye.
What's he doing?
He was fucking on this SmackDown.
What, doing what?
No, he was talking to Jacob Fatu backstage with Solo. With Strowman.
Right, fifth place, we had Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair engage in an intense war of words. So, this got 494k. I think you would have thought with all the drama and all the fallout from this would have done better.
Yeah. No, obviously they don't play on the promo here. They could do a lot more with the title, but you're right. See, I'm surprised this hasn't got over 1 million.
I just thought, oh god, she said that. People would have checked this out.
This is definitely like the most talked thing out of SmackDown.
No, I agree.
Apart from maybe the main event stuff with Punk.
Yeah, sixth place, Rey Fenix emerges on SmackDown for the first time. 482k. That'll be as good as it gets for Rey Fenix, trust me. That is the highest his heights will hit.
See, once a guy jumps ship, always does well the first week, and I say does well, I mean you're like 6. If you're 6th on debut, what are you going to be 10 weeks down the line? 12th? At best?
Yeah, 7th place, CM Punk comes out, serves notice, I will tell Roman Reigns the favour I want. It's got 385k. 8th place, we had Rey Fenix victorious in SmackDown debut against Nathan Frazer with 366k, so the numbers here are getting lower. 9th place, we have LA Knight versus Tama Tonga, the retard from the Bloodline, or the new Bloodline, whatever they call themselves, 273k. 10th spot, we've got a replay from Raw. So 250k, 250,000, and that is better than what the 11th spot and what last place did. Motor City Machine Guns win the right to challenge the Street Profits, 114k, which actually did worse than CM Punk's entrance, but I'm not going to count CM Punk's entrance because it's not like a legit clip or whatnot, but yeah, Motor City Machine Guns, 114k.
DIY.
Nobody, well, DIY weren't in the title, or else it would have probably been about 60,000k. But
it just shows you though, that a rerun of Cena on Raw does more than double what they got. Hot crowd tonight, guys.
Aye, so garbage. Anyway, guys, that's it. We're going to end it here. Champions suck. It's just, it's embarrassing. Just see the low level of competition that Gunther and Cody Rhodes have been fed And like, at least you can argue. I'm not going to sit here and downplay Cena, because Cena is one of the best of all time. Cena Rhodes is a massive match, and Cody Rhodes is 100% the B side of it, no doubt about that. But see, in terms of matches that you can still get, that's up there, right? But Gunther Jey Uso, man, that's a match that you'd expect to see on Raw.
Yeah.
So it's not like we've waited 8 months with Gunther with shite opponents to finally get a good one. Guess who the last person was Gunther defended his title against?
Jay.
Jay, so. It's like the same shit. So something we've already seen.
Yeah, it's like, he's just a run of the mill.
You know, it's garbage that we've already seen, so I don't quite get it, guys. Anyway, that is it. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.